Hello everyone, welcome to SciEase. In the last video, I told you about the introduction of metals and non-metals. In this video, we will discuss about the physical properties of metals and non-metals. We will compare metals with non-metals side by side. First is, metals are solids at room temperature. Usually they are solids, but only there is one exception. I have already told in the last video that mercury, exception is mercury, Hg, that is a liquid. Non-metals may be solids, liquids or gases. Second point, metals are generally hard. They're very hard. You know, iron, tungsten, they're very hard. But here again exception is there. Sodium and potassium, they are so soft that they can be cut with a knife even. So here exception is sodium or potassium. Now come to non-metals. Non-metals, they are usually soft. But here, again there is one exception, that is the allotropic, one of the allotropic form of carbon, that is diamond. It is the hardest substance known. And this is used for cutting glass or drilling purpose. So diamond is very hard. Third property, metals usually have silver or grey color. Usually iron or silver, you can see that they have the dull appearance, silver or grey color. But here again one exception, that is gold. Gold, Au. That is yellow in color. Copper is also reddish brown in color. So in every point we are seeing that there is an exception. Non-metals, they have different colors, sulfur, phosphorus, that you know, that they have different colors. Very important point, fourth point, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. That is, they can conduct. You know about conductors and insulators. Conductors through which heat can pass, electricity can pass. But insulators which don't allow heat to pass through it or electricity to pass through it. So metals, they are usually good conductor of heat and electricity. Non-metals, they are bad conductors of heat and electricity. But here again one exception, you know, in many cells, graphite, it's again the allotropic form of carbon, graphite, that is used as an electrode. So graphite is good conductor of electricity. The very important point, I spoke two terms in my last video, malleable and ductile. Metals, they are malleable and ductile. You should know the definitions of these two terms. Sometimes definitions they are asked in exams. What is malleability? Malleability means that when any metal that is hammered, that can be chained into thin sheets. You know, gold, silver, etc. that can be hammered and that can be chained into thin sheets. You know, aluminium foil, which is used for packaging, that is the best example. It is hammered and it is changed into very thin sheet. In the same way, silver. On sweet, sometimes it is spread very thin layer of silver. So, metals, they are malleable. What do you mean by ductile? Ductile means that metals can be drawn into wires. Copper, electric wiring is there. Cable wires, they are made up of aluminium. So these two terms, malleable and ductile, that should be clear to all of you. Non-metals, they are non-malleable and non-ductile. In fact, when they are hammered, coke, coal, when it is hammered, they are broken, means they are brittle. The next point, you know, metals, they have the shiny appearance. So one term, that is lustrous. Metals have metallic luster. Non-metals, they are dull in appearance. But here again, there is one exception, iodine. It has very shiny violet colored crystals. So, side by side, I am telling you the exceptions in each case. You know, metals, they are usually hard. So, they have high melting and boiling points. But here again exception, that is sodium or potassium, because they are soft, that is why they have low melting point. Here again exception, sodium or potassium. Non-metals, they have usually low melting and boiling points. Sulfur has only 115 degrees Celsius melting point. Now next point of difference between metals and non-metals is, metals are sonorous. I think this is a new term for you, sonorous. Sonorous means when we struck the metal, it will produce the ringing sound. Like you struck the bell, school bell, with hammer, it will produce a ringing sound. In the same way, the strings used in the musical instrument, they also produce a ringing sound. So this is the best point, this is the best example, the school bell, that it produces very sweet, or you can say ringing sound when struck. But non-metals, they are non-sonorous. So these are physical properties of metals and non-metals. Sometimes this question that is asked, that write two differences, physical properties, and one difference, chemical property. 3-mark question that is usually asked in the exams. And sometimes indirect questions, they are asked. Here I will tell you one thing, that good conductor, silver has the maximum conductivity, highest conductivity. Silver has a highest conductivity. So the question is asked, give the example of the metals which are usually soft. So you will give sodium or potassium. Example of the metal which is good conductor of the highest, which has the highest conductivity, then it's a silver. So indirect questions, they are also asked from these physical properties. So you should know the exceptions, you should know the terms which are used here, like malleability, ductility, sonorous, good conductors, bad conductor. So I think the things, they are clear to you, physical properties of metals and non-metals. In the next video, we will discuss the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Thank you.